So today I'm going to do another hack video to add to the playlist that I'm working on to add 3 or 4 or 5 hacks and kind of explain not just what they are, but why I use these things. Habits, hacks, whatever, gear. Today I'm going to start with my pole. So I carry my dig tool on my pole here, and it has I mean, it's a beast. A lot of people use those wide flat spades for digging cat holes, and to me they're kind of useless. I mean, in hard ground they're going to dig into your hand more than they're going to dig into the hard ground when you're trying to dig a hole. This thing is really built to get a good grip on, almost like a knife. It's got serrated edges if you had to cut into root or something. It's just pretty aggressive, and that's why I carry it on my pole. I don't want it in my pack, I don't want it on my pack, I don't want it anywhere near my pack. And the only thing I have to worry about having it on this pole is, if you watch my videos when I'm not using my poles, a lot of times I put them in my pack shoulder strap, so I have to make sure that those serrated edges are facing away from me. Otherwise they're going to dig into my sun shirt or my puffy or whatever top I have on at the time. But otherwise it's a pretty safe place to carry it. And the way I put it on is, I make these little elastic loops, same one I have on to hold my water bottles in my pack, and they wear out after a year, but they're simple to make. Get another piece of elastic, take your plastic clips apart, replace it. And I talked about with the pack, with this front pocket in the last video, that I use this elastic. Well, I run that elastic all over this pack. I run it over here so it holds my tent in place. But then I add this loop, just like this loop here, to the elastic so I can pull it around and hook my water bottles in. Also, I carry my tripod there so I can elastic it around that. And a lot of people might not have to do that. Maybe you don't have a problem with your bottles falling out or anything falling out of that water bottle pocket, but I find that the way I put my pack on, sometimes my bottles, when I invert it, would fall out. That's why I went to that elastic band, and it just gives me a little added insurance that even when I'm going down the trail, nothing's going to fall out of that pocket. It's good and secure in there. The other hack while we're on poles is these tips. So I just buy cheap Cascade poles. They do everything I need them to do. The only thing that wears out, even though it's got a carbide tip, are the tips. And I just buy these replacement tips on Amazon. It's a very simple process. You just dip this in hot water, throw the new ones in hot water, bring it to a boil, stick it in there for 30 seconds. The heat's had it up enough. Take a pair of channel locks, pull that off, put the new one on, pound it a couple times. You're good for another few months until you wear that carbide tip out. You get, I don't know, 5 or 6 in a packet for like $6 maybe. So the only time I replace these poles, and I just again go buy another pair of Cascade poles, is if I fall on them and bend them. If you bend these poles just a little bit, you can never get them back straight again, and they won't telescope anymore. So that will save you a lot of money. Instead of buying new poles every time, just replace the tips. So another tip would be housekeeping. When I get up in the morning, and I will do a video on what I do when I get up in the morning. I never thought about it as a video, but somebody was asking me what my routine is, and maybe when I'm finishing the Arizona trail some morning I'll do that. But it's pretty hard to shoot any video in your tent, so I may wait till I get back and maybe put my ground cloth out for my tent next to the tent so you can see a size comparison, and then what I do in the tent in the morning before I climb out. But one of the last things I do every single time is just use my hand and wipe that whole tent floor down, bring it all to the door, grab the floor and shake it out. because you're hauling in rocks, you're hauling in dirt, just dead skin cells. You know, if you clean your tent out every morning, you'll see how many dead skin cells add up in that tent. And leaving all that debris in there is just gonna wear on your tent material, get in your zipper teeth, wear your zippers out. So it's a good idea to just keep up with it. Clean that every single day. Otherwise, you know, with all those dead skin cells, you're gonna be carrying a cadaver around before your through hike is over. My last video, I'll recap that a little bit because, you know, I never know what people are thinking, and when I hear comments, and I got a lot of comments with that video, and a lot of them were about my pea bottle. So I use that canteen plastic fold-up pea bottle, and I've used it for decades. It works great, and but people have reservations about it. Number one, you know, they're afraid it's going to leak. Well, that's a possibility. I actually have a bunch of used ones that are perfectly good, but I've used them so long that maybe their expiration date is getting close, and I don't want to have that kind of problem, so I just buy another one. And the other thing I do, though, is every time I clean that thing out on a through hike in town or when I'm home, when I rinse that urine out of that canteen, I put a bunch of soap in there, and I just leave it in there. You know, I leave that suds in there, and that does a couple of things. Number one, that plastic tends to stick together because it's folded up, it's in your pack, you know, might be a hot temperature, whatever, and the inside walls of that canteen will stick together, and when you go to use it, you might not have the urine going to the bottom of the canteen. It just stays at the top and could spill out. So using that soap keeps those sides from sticking and keeps it more elastic, probably keeps it from cracking as soon as it would. But, you know, it's like everything else, you got to be careful, but it's a perfect solution for me. And again, sometimes I have a hard time finding them, and so I've just bought a bunch of them ahead of time. Somebody said it was too big and they would never pee that much in the middle of the night. Well, that's because you're not 76 yet. So hack or not, this is something I don't want to give up. This is a stake that I use, tent stake that I use. So a lot of people use much larger stakes or assortment of stakes. This stake I can't get anymore. When Hilleberg stopped making it, I knew they were going to stop making it. I bought a bunch of them. And what I like about this stake is I can drive it into just about any ground, and I drive it all the way in. And so that hook catches all my tent loops, drive that in, and then I can just put a rock right on top of each one of them, and I don't care how it's going to blow at night. I know I'm not going to have to get out and look for my tent stake and re-secure a tent. I just don't have that problem, period. And to me, again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. This is the stake that I use, and if I ever run out of them, I may have to manufacture them myself. Anyway, I had a lot of great comments from the last hack video, and I hope I get as many with this. I never know what people are thinking, but I'm glad to answer any question you have, and look forward to hearing from you. Keep smiling.